Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. This is Anonymous T. Hope you're having an amazing day today. So today we are discussing Celebrity Big Brother 3 because Todrick Hall has come out of the shadows once again to give another gaslighting post that is once again taking no accountability, taking no responsibility, apologizing to nobody, and has a message for his, quote, haters, even though there's receipts that he owes over $60K in back rent for a house that he did a whole YouTube video on claiming to own with his own money, except for he was just basically renting from the landlord. And then some of the BB23 cookout are still staying at this house before they all get evicted, you guys. It is all a hot mess. But let's get into it. So the post says on Instagram, it says, before anyone asks, I'm okay, just over the bullshit. Excuse my language. So the reason people keep dragging you is because you keep doubling down and insulting the fans' intelligence, and you're trying to get over everybody. You think that doubling down and not owning anything and trying to embrace yourself as the villain, even though you secretly care what people are saying, is not going well for you. So he says the following in a series of posts, you guys, from the Notes app on his iPhone. It says, do you want to know what my least favorite part of, quote, fame is? Yes. Now that is the perfect description to describe yourself. Quotation marks, fame. Is having a bunch of hypocritical strangers on the internet trying to convince you to agree with them about who they think you are and being mad that you won't. I am a human being. I make mistakes and I learn from them. I will not, however, admit guilt. There we go. For things I didn't say and things that aren't true. We have video receipts. We have audio receipts of everything that you said on the live feed, sir. We're not just coming out with this out of nowhere. There is video receipts of the live feeds that you claim are only 7% that people watch. Oh my gosh. So with that, I learned from them. No, you don't. I will not, however, admit guilt for things I didn't say and things are not true. I just had to say that again because that's just complete and utter insanity. That I will never do. I have sat around for years and stayed silent while shady people ran amok on the internet with my name in their mouth because they have no talent, no past, no future, and most importantly, nothing to lose. That ends today. First of all, people aren't scared of you. And people, what is there to lose exposing you? Exactly. That's educating other people on the nasty things that you've done, the way that you've taken advantage of people, the nasty things you've said about people, and how you don't pay your people. And you still haven't paid your landlord. I don't know how I'm going to do this just yet, but I'm going to speak my truth. I hate when people say that. It has been months now since Celebrity Big Brother has ended. You had plenty of opportunities to, quote, speak your truth. You canceled all of your interviews immediately. You had a tantrum in the dressing room because you were mad that your castmates were shady towards you and wanted nothing to do with you and were mad at the backlash you were getting and trying not to own any of it and just went in promoting your tour and this and that. 1 minute lying, saying it sold out. Another minute telling people still to buy tickets to your show. And it's just a whole hot mess, you guys. The fact that unreliable and untrustworthy narrators have been able to paint a narrative of me that is false blows my mind. There's nothing false that we're saying, though. Us Weekly, they've been accurate on all of your tea. All of us that have reported on you has all been accurate on all of our tea. So what is he talking about? There's always 3 sides to every story, but I just think personal matters shouldn't be turned to the internet over jealousy and vengeance. Oh, this is rich. So it's okay for you to get personal against your castmates on the live feeds, but other people are not allowed to be personal, right? Just you are, even though you still claim that you did not say or do anything. People use me for clout, opportunities, and convince themselves that they are doing something big when it doesn't go their way. Who's using you for clout and opportunities? Please let me know. Please let me know who is using Todrick Hall for clout and opportunities, especially when there is nothing but bad press surrounding you. Nobody wants to touch you. Nobody wants that negative energy. And so then it says, after he says that people are using him for clout, and then to convince themselves that they are doing something big when it doesn't go their way, or they get fired for more than fair reasons, they go online and try to make me be some monster. If I'm such a monster, why were you begging to stay here? Why were you begging for your job back? Sit down. Who's begging to stay? And who's begging for their job? Who is he trying to shade? Because that has nothing to do with the people that were on your show that you were saying mess about. We're strictly talking about the mess that you said about your castmates on the live feeds. Note to self, don't try to bring people up from where they are. Surround yourself with people who already know who they are and have put in the work to be there. But you're scamming your fans. So what work did you put in? You're running a whole scam. Anyone who has nothing to lose is dangerous because they will do anything in their power to bring you to their level. Note to my haters. You can write a million false articles about me. You can tell me that my tour will fail. You can claim, well, first of all, you kind of deceive people. You made it seem like your, quote, sold out tour was stadium arenas across the United States, was sold out, places, and they were little mom and pop bars and House of Blues locations. That is not the same energy as a football or basketball arena, to where you can have thousands and thousands upon thousands of people attending. So just let's keep that clear. So then it says, you can tell me that my tour fails where we left off. You can claim that I, quote, sexually assaulted you when you and I both know that never happened. You can try to come for my family, my friends, my exes, my future lovers, my house. See, he's still claiming ownership, you guys, of the house. Even in this moment when there's receipts of the actual owners of the home that he's claiming to own, saying that he owes them $60,000, that he's paying $30,000 a month to stunt on Instagram and house the cookout. Make it make sense. I can't believe he has the nerve to say my house, my car, my Wizard of Oz room. Nobody cares about that. My payment of dancers. Well, enough of them have come out to say that you haven't paid them, so I believe them. My body, bring it on. I'm talented. I'm a hard worker. I'm a great person. I'm a fighter, and I will continue to rise. But most importantly, I will never be on your level. Absolutely. I agree with that. You're not on my level. I agree with you there. You still will be you talking about me, and I will still be me, thriving, shining, succeeding, working hard, entertaining the people who aren't pulled into the gossip and drama on toxic social media platforms. This is real life. Oh, by the way, Todrick deleted his Twitter. So he's still scared of these Twitter streets because they've been lighting him up. And they're not taking their foot off of his neck. Todd is exposed party always trends when some foolishness with him comes out. And you want to know the real story? The real me? Not really. See, here it is, you guys. Here is the purpose of this, you guys. He needs the concert tickets. He needs the concert sales. Come to my concert and talk. Come say those wild things you're saying behind a keyboard to my face. Come experience the way this show is changing people's lives and understand that, yes, some people have petty moments and still be an exceptional human being. Okay, here's the issue. So a person can be petty, but you can be petty and not messy. You can be petty and not go below the belt. you can be petty and not go for the jugular, right? You made it a point to be very personal, to be very disgusting. And the things that you said about these people, like especially telling Chris Kirkpatrick that his son would be ashamed of him to call him his father. What? That's what? That's not nice. That's not nice at all. That's not even petty. That is completely and utterly out of bounds, you guys. Out of bounds. The nerve, the gall, the audacity. So with that being said, because we still have more, you guys, and we have like another page. Oh my gosh. Somebody have petty moments and still be an exceptional human being. They're not mutually exclusive. I can do both. No, you can't. I'm not perfect, but I'm not a villain. Yeah, you are. I am human, and anybody who's acting like they've never said anything they wouldn't want the entire world to comment on and judge is lying to themselves. See, the difference is people who have said and done problematic things usually immediately apologize afterwards once they realize it hurt somebody's feelings or they were going through something themselves and realize, hey, I need to take a step back. I shouldn't have said that. I was upset about this, this, and this, and I went too far. I own what I said. I own my behavior. This isn't going to happen again. You, on the other hand, literally were scared for a couple of months to even say anything. And all you could post about was your tour rehearsals. And then you do the one article, the one exclusive with Entertainment Tonight. And it was a whole lot of nothing. And so now that you can't take the heat, now that you're being dragged for once again presenting a fake image, presenting a fake lifestyle, presenting fraudulent activity, you want to now call out the people who are exposing the very truth about you. Make it make sense. We wouldn't have to discuss this if you stopped doing fraudulent things. If you would have just came out immediately when the show ended and apologized to each and every single one of your castmates, like, what is the deal? You were in denial and you said literally that we only saw 7% of the feeds. Make it make sense. We literally see like 90% of the feeds. Because you are getting intel by somebody in production about your behavior, and then you still were being nasty because you assumed that people were not seeing it still, even after you were told, and then you tried to flip the narrative and make excuses as to why you were going beyond, where you were supposed to be going with these insults, right? You had no problem going below the belt and taking some people's most personal and intimate conversations that they shared with you and throwing it in their face to be messy and disgusting. That is not being petty. That is somebody who is low down and is not taking into account of others' feelings and will use your personal struggles against you when they want to feel like they have a leg up on you. That is not somebody being petty. That is somebody who is being malicious. That is somebody who has intent to try to destroy somebody. That's somebody who wants to try to paint the false narrative and paint themselves as only being a good person and nobody else, and therefore trying to find everybody's dirty, dark little secrets and, judge them. Or just making up complete false allegations altogether to judge them, to feel better about yourself. And so then it says, as well, he's up here, of course, talking about they're not mutually exclusive. I can do both. I'm not perfect, but I'm not a villain. Yes, you are. Anybody who's acting like they never said anything will want the entire world to comment and judge on as lying to themselves. Come on now. And so then it looks like there's a portion that is clipped off because then it says, me since I was dancing at Target. So obviously, you did not crop correctly because there is like another sentence or two that's completely missing. Singing at McDonald's and pretending to be every Disney princess ever created. I love you and it's been a dream. Seeing you at the concert every night. We are putting on a damn show, bitches. Excuse my language. And if you miss it, you are missing out on a key. A therapy session, a laugh fest, and an ex-boyfriend roast all in one. Yeah, this is all lame. I dare my haters to come to this show. Then we'll talk. Oh, please. He's going to hide in his dressing room like he did the night of the finale. Stop it. You didn't even want to do your interviews finale night. Like, come on, dude. This conversation isn't over. I'm going to share my side of the story very soon. But just to be clear, it isn't to prove anything to people who were never on my team to begin with. It's for my fans to understand context, so that you're not blindly defending me on social media without at least hearing my truth. Have a good day. Oh my gosh. OMG, you guys. And so then, Christy and Tommy, you guys, are completely, supporting the foolishness. And Candy Burris is liking the post. Candy, I know you did not watch the live feeds. I know you didn't watch live feeds, but this is the problem that people have with you, is that you keep toxic and problematic people around you, and you do not let them go because you're on some loyalty mess, which blinds you from a lot of the disgusting behavior that they do, the toxic behavior that they do, and all of it is fine until it happens to you. No. If somebody is at risk for ruining your brand, if somebody is at risk for, doing all these problematic things and disgusting things, and you just stand by them, you continue to like their posts, you continue to defend them on Watch What Happens Live, and to say to go easy on Todrick, like you saw the show when you did not see the live feeds, like make it make sense. So it is just very weird behavior right now. Very weird behavior. But that was a whole lot of nothing. I feel like at this point, nobody cares because you've had a couple of months to sit down and assess everything and own what you said and did, instead of trying to insult the intelligence of the fans, instead of trying to make the fans look like fools for exposing you. So by the time you, quote, tell your truth, nobody is going to believe anything that you say anyways, because you have made it a point to be so defensive, so passive aggressive, and try to make everybody look like they were delusional or lying or saw fake news in the clips when we saw you for what you were. This just didn't come out of nowhere. We wouldn't be discussing this if it didn't happen. So, no, nobody's making up lies or false narratives. These are direct receipts. These are direct videos of you. Somebody even has a compilation of all of the nasty things that you've said about all of the house guests all season. That's why Todd was fired up. That's why everybody was fired up when they were voting for who they wanted to win the show. But this behavior, because you don't like all of the negative press you're getting, you don't like all the negative things people are saying about you, but yet you still are doubling down, refusing to apologize to anybody, refusing to own anything that you said, and just amounting it all up to just being, quote, petty, versus not acknowledging the things that you actually went below the belt that were very hurtful, that were very harmful things to say to people. And you want to just pretend like none of it happened, that everybody's overreacting, when that's not the case. So we'll continue to call out the truth, because that's what this channel is for. So there's that. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on Todrick once again continuing to paint this false narrative, continuing to talk about how he's going to tell his truth, and mix in more lies and less accountability and less honesty and everything else, and just expects us all to just take it. Oh, and he wants us to go to his concert that he had previously told us was sold out. So there's that too. But let me know your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think of Todrick's comments? What do you guys think of this latest stunt that he is pulling? Because that's what it is. It is an absolute stunt. So let me know in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys again very soon.